On a freezing Sunday in late November 1970, a father and his two daughters hike a steep ravine outside Bergen, Norway. In a pocket of blackened rock, they stop. What they've found will haunt the country for half a century. A woman burned across the front, unrecognizable, her belongings arranged nearby, the labels scrubbed away. Police will call her the Isdal woman. And though the case was ruled a likely suicide, the evidence keeps arguing back. Tonight, we're rebuilding the timeline and opening the file on the modern leads investigators can't ignore. Morning of 29th November, 1970. The body lies on a slope in Isdalen. Locals call it Death Valley because of past accidents and suicides. She's on her back, hands drawn up, consistent with heat contraction after burning. Nearby, a melted plastic water bottle, an empty St. Halvard liqueur bottle, a plastic passport holder, clothing and rubber boots, jewelry, an umbrella, a matchbox. Beneath her head, a fur hat later found to contain traces of petrol. Around the site, ashes and burned paper. Every identifying label has been removed. An autopsy will report soot in her lungs. She was alive as the fire burned. Plus a lethal barbiturate load and carbon monoxide poisoning. Cause of death: barbiturate overdose combined with CO poisoning. Investigators recover her jaw and teeth for identification because the dental work is extensive and unusual. 3 days later, 2 unclaimed suitcases are found at Bergen railway station. Inside, clothes with labels removed, wigs, cosmetics, a diary with coded notes, a pair of non-prescription glasses, sunglasses carrying partial prints that match the woman, travel timetables, maps, 5 100 Deutsche Mark notes hidden in a lining, and a bit of eczema cream. The codes will turn out to be dates and destinations, a meticulous travel log. When police unfold hotel forms from across Norway, handwriting analysis and the same neat habits reveal a pattern. The same woman, many aliases, and a favorite lie: Belgian nationality. The forms are filled out in German or French. She moves like someone trained to leave faint footprints. Check-in, cash payment, careful, watchful. Among her names, Geneviève Lancier, Claudia Tielt, Claudia Nilsson, Alexia Zarnemersche, Vera Jarl, Fenella Lork, Elizabeth Lienhauer, with shifting birthdays and professions. Her last confirmed stay is room 407, Hotel Hordeheimen. Staff remember a well-dressed woman, about 1.63 meters, dark hair, speaking softly in German and French. She checks out on the 23rd of November 1970, pays cash, asks for a taxi. From then until the discovery 6 days later, her movements vanish. The chemistry is stark. Phenymal, phenobarbital, 50 to 70 tablets ingested. Soot in the lungs means she inhaled smoke. She wasn't placed at the fire post-mortem. And yet, the body and belongings look arranged, suggesting staging. A bruise on her neck could be a fall or a blow. It's a paradox detectives never fully resolve. A suicide with the neatness and misdirection of a homicide. Cold War Norway was bristling with secrets. Air bases, radar stations, and the new Penguin anti-ship missile trials. Some of her movements appear to overlap with testing dates. Eyewitnesses place her in Stavanger near a coastal testing area. Does that make her a spy? Maybe. Does it prove anything about her death? Spycraft would explain aliases, wigs, and cash. But it doesn't on its own explain barbiturates plus fire. Both possibilities, espionage or organized crime, stay on the board. March-April 1970. She surfaces in Oslo and Bergen, registering as Geneviève Lancier and Claudia Tilt. Throughout 1970, she checks into hotels across Norway and Europe. Handwriting consistent. Belgian nationality repeated. 23rd November 1970. Checks out of Hordeheimen, Bergen. 29th November 1970. Body found in Isdalen. 2nd December 1970. Suitcases traced to Bergen station. Coded notes decoded as travel logs. Threaded through the year are quiet meetings with men who never come forward. Non-prescription glasses, maybe to alter her look. Wigs and maps marked for ferries and flights. It's a life built to be seen only from the edges. 2017, stable isotope analysis, a chemical fingerprint in tooth enamel, points to a childhood near Nuremberg in Germany, followed by time along the France-Germany border. This aligns with handwriting analysis suggesting French-language schooling. Mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA. Researchers report haplogroup H24, a maternal line seen across Europe and parts of Southwest Asia, broad but consistent with the isotope story. Genetic genealogy teams have engaged over the years, though a confirmed identity has not been officially announced by police. Treat online rumors claiming a named identification with caution unless they're verified by authorities. Crowdsourced investigation, the BBC/NRK podcast, Death in Ice Valley, reopened interest, drove new witnesses, and encouraged police to re-examine the file. It added more context, not closure, but pushed the case into the modern era. Claim: it's a clean suicide. Case closed. Evidence says unusual staging, labels removed, cash hidden, and aliases argue against a straightforward suicide narrative, even if barbiturates plus CO can occur in suicide. Claim: definitely a spy, so murder by intelligence services. Evidence says aliases, French, German, Cold War travel, and possible overlap with defense activities suggest capability, not certainty. There's no declassified document tying her directly to an agency or operation. Claim: organized crime or trafficking. Evidence says cash, wigs, non-prescription disguise, and meticulous label removal are compatible with criminal networks. But there's no hard link to a specific group. The forensic profile doesn't settle the question. Her life's strongest signatures are education, mobility, and careful appearance. The enamel chemistry points to Central Europe, and the languages reinforce that. Her dental work was skilled and extensive. Clues to a dentist or region. If modern genetic genealogy eventually triangulates a family, we may learn her name. But the manner of death could still remain a mystery. Until a verified announcement comes from Bergen police or a partner lab, every solution you see online is just a story. If you, or a relative, knew a woman in 1970 who traveled under different names, spoke German and French, and vanished that autumn, contact Bergen police or your local cold case unit. After 50-plus years, closure is still possible. By evidence, not legend. This is Unsolved Plus. If you value myth-free deep dives, hit subscribe.